use technology. It's always there to help us, right? Maintain a simpliciter Excel sheet or a Google document, share it with your partners or your team. Put down the names of all your clients. How many clients can you possibly have, right? If you're starting out, you probably have 30, 50, 75. Put them all down in one list, right? Then, then assign people to different companies or to different points of contacts at different companies. Break that list up among yourselves. Decide whether you just want partners to be reaching out. Decide if you'd like for even your senior associates to be reaching out. Accordingly, split that list up. And a very simple rule. The rule could probably, at LinkedIn we use this a lot, used to use it. It's called ECEM, every customer, every month. So ensure that once in the month, somebody from the team is reaching out to the client in some way, whether it's a phone call, whether it's an update. That's all it takes. Keep that list open. Keep that list open every Friday evening or every Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning. And as an exercise, just get together in a room, perhaps if need be, and at an assigned time in the week, just sit down and make those 5 calls, because every week you will make nothing more than 4 or 5 calls, right? So it's just that simple. It sounds extremely unmanageable and it sounds like a Herculean task that you're being put to. But if you actually put pen to paper and you put a process behind this, this entire client mechanism, it's actually very simple to pull off. So I think for small lawyers and startups, that's what I'd say. Put that process in place and treat that process as noble, literally, as hygiene, standard, have to do, all of that. Moving on, let's say you move to the next stage where you want to actually hire resources.
Yeah.
So I think the top 3 things when you're hiring a BD professional for your firm or for you as an individual lawyer that you should definitely look at is, 1, their own ability to communicate, their own ability to, how do they talk? How do they carry themselves? How do they hold a conversation? Do they make eye contact? These are very small things, but they go a long way in establishing trust. So that's 1. 2, remember that this person is a representation of you and your firm. So whoever you hire, please ensure that the ethos that this person operates out of is completely in sync with your ethos and the firm's ethos. So if you believe that I must treat my client like, customer is king, that's what you believe in, and you hire somebody who's very casual with your customers, who doesn't answer customer calls client calls, or is, extremely non-responsive and laid back, will reply after 3 days, it's a complete misfit. They will take your brand name only downward. So ensure that the ethos is aligned and there's a cultural fitment with this person you hire. So communication, culture fitment. And thirdly, I think, fortunately or unfortunately, I'm going to have to say this, some amount of experience, most definitely. Because, it's important to bring somebody to the table who can draw your attention to something that doesn't occur to you naturally or that you don't have the time for. So this person should either have experience or at least they should have this very, they have to have this fire in their belly to say, I want to put your brand on the map. Because then they will go out there and research, they will go out there and make relationships on your behalf. They will operate out of that sense of, very deep sense of belonging and commitment. And I think that is very important to be able to do in this space.